We got young Sam in studio.
Sam.
We got a treat for you, Colin.
It's PFG TV, which is Scorch's daily video podcast.
Me.
Well, Colin,
I like this new Sam because he reminds me of all my friends in junior high school in the 70s that had pretty good pot. You could always rely on him.
Wow, Scorch got old.
Scorch got old.
Look, I'm looking at a picture of Scorch. I don't remember him.
That
looking
isn't
like that.
Scorch, is
That's
it?
Scorch. He looks like an old, Columbia professor.
What happened to Scorch?
He looks like Chong.
He's totally gray.
He's Howard Hessman.
No, that's bleach.
What?
That's bleach.
Oh, he bleaches his hair?
He bleaches his beard?
Why would he bleach his hair to make it look like he's completely gray?
He looks like Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman.
Hey, Scorch, drinking bleach.
You got me annoyed with you now. Why? I don't know.
Dahmer also lived in Beth, Ohio, which is about 30 minutes from Cleveland.
Really? Did he? Where else did he live?
Ridiculous.
I didn't know that.
All right. Well, for you, Colin, because you're obsessed with Scorch. Why are you obsessed with Scorch? Because he does bad radio and he doesn't know it?
When I first came on this show, you guys made me laugh so hard that you were doing bits where you would just let the guy talk and you just... It just made me laugh. The idea of there was never an acknowledgement that this was horrendous.
What were some
obsessed with Laverne and Shirley too?
What's some of his bits there, young
When
Sam?
you guys brought them to the MTV Music Awards at the height of its hipness, as your dates, that's still one of the funniest things ever.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I mean,
he did doucher dressing. That
was a classic.
Doucher dressing.
Yeah, midget. Everything was just almost like a parody of a radio show.
Yeah.
Wheel of Meat was my all-time favorite.
Wheel of Meat.
You spin it, and it lands on something, and then you have to slap the meat against the console, and then the callers have to call up and guess which meat it is.
How does he think up this stuff?
He's a genius.
Oh, he is.
He's a man ahead of his time, right, Colin? Yes. What other bits there, Sam?
When he was leaving Syracuse, at the end of his run, he became obsessed with top 10 lists, and he would just make up reasons to use them. So he found this top 10 gyms list on the internet, and it's just the top 10. I think Jim Belushi was on there. Top 10 people named Jim. So he told his sidekick that the next day was the anniversary of the Jungle Gym, so he was going to do top 10 gyms. And his sidekick started coming up with all these ideas, like, why don't we send somebody to, a jungle gym and make him do weird stuff or whatever? He's like, no, we're going to do this jungle gym list. And he made up the anniversary of the jungle gym.
Oh, he made up the anniversary just so he could do the top 10 gyms.
Because he just wanted to do his top 10 gyms.
Oh, how awful.
That sounds like a scandal waiting to explode.
Yeah.
He fraudulently made up the anniversary of the jungle gym.
Well, here you go. Here's him doing his blog.
Bleach beard.
Hey, what is going on, my PFG disciples? Scorch with
What is he? What?
The PFG disciples. They're like disciples, but they're PFG.
Why does it take Colin to remind us how great this is for our show?
I love it.
To have Scorch audio on.
He is great.
Hey, what is going on, my PFG disciples? Scorch is here with the Tuesday, the April 1st edition of PFG TV. I came up with a bunch of games you could play at birthday parties for people 50 and over, because a ton of celebrities are turning 50 this year. I never would have thunk it.
That squeaking that you hear in the background.
Yeah.
Is that his heart monitor?
No, the whole thing is he's holding the video camera and just pointing it at himself from from an upper angle, and he's going back and forth in his chair, and then his chair is squeaking.
He's got a squeaking chair on his podcast. Hey.
All right.
He just looks like a psychopath.
Well, here he goes. He starts talking about the games you can play at a 50th birthday party.
Why don't we give you a bunch of games you can play at some parties of theirs? For instance, here's a great one. SAG, you're it. How about
I get it. Oh, SAG, you're it.
He
Who
does
listens
these
to
without
this?
a writer.
Huh?
He does these without a writer.
Who listens to the show that doesn't have a unicorn in their car and a Jimmy Buffett paraphernalia somewhere in there?
Why don't we give you a bunch of games you can play at some parties of theirs?
SAG, you're
for
it.
instance, here's a great one. SAG, you're it. How about pin the toupee on the bald guy? Another great game you can play at a 50 or older birthday party. Wow. 20 questions. Shout it in your ear.
Wow, is he selling these too?
I know.
He's really trying to sell them. His inflection.
I wish the best thing is you should have the camera on Norton this whole time. He's disgusted by the entire thing. I think it's not only he doesn't think it's funny, but I think he sees his future. He'll be in some small, obscure, upstate market trying to be humorous.
But he has a pinched nerve.
My neck is very sore, Carl.
Yeah, and he's really tired. Look at his eyes.
Go to Acupuncture. You want me to get behind you, give you a nice massage when the chef of the future comes in or whatever's going on lately?
No.
Dude, yes. Tom Chiasano has a great acupuncture guy close by to here.
Okay, maybe I will.
Help my neck problems.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a great game to play at a 50-year-old birthday party. How about you got Kick the Bucket? You've got Doc Goose you can play at a 50-year-old party.
Doc.
Spin the bottle of Mylanta. It's always a fun game to play.
That was a good one.
50-year-old party.
Now, does he have any idea how awful this is?
Let me tell you something. Scorch knows that he is the #1 DJ in the country.
He
I love
does.
this guy. This kid's like 19. He's an expert on Scorch.
He interned for him.
Oh, you did?
I spent a year with Scorch.
He spent a year with Scorch up there in Syracuse at the
Scorch
time.
taught me radio.
Yeah, that's great.
Scorch taught you
Do you
radio.
have any inside dope we should know about him?
This is it. This is Scorch. Off the air, he's the same guy. He's insistent that these are the greatest bits of all time. That this was going to bring Syracuse radio back to market whatever.
All right, let's one more clip of Scorch doing his blog.
Musical Recliners is a great game to play if you had a birthday party. For
That is kind of funny, instead of musical chairs.
Right.
Oh, because old people like recliners?
Yep.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
for somebody 50 or older. Hide and go pee. Now that is a great game to play.
He almost
if
made
you had
himself
a
laugh.
50-year-old birthday party.
Almost.
And I think the best one you can play would be Red Rover. The nurse says bend over. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Sam's just laughing his ass off over there.
But you have to end your joke with, you know what I'm saying?
Red Rover, the nurse is bent over. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I got to tell you, folks, let's get serious a minute here. Oh, Jim's disgusted.
What's wrong, Jimmy?
What's there to say? I'm just enjoying it with the rest of you.
Jimmy, look up. Look
Let's
up.
play Marco Oldo.
That's pretty much, that would have fit in
It's
perfectly.
almost like polo, but it's got oldness.
We love the guy, though. We can't get enough of Scorch.
No, I know.
His sidekick, Paulie in Syracuse, used to get so pissed off that Scorch insisted on doing this show because he realized that his career was in the hands of Scorch.
We met this guy when he was doing the Kingdom of Nakedness.
Yeah.
But here's
Totally Nude Radio.
What bothers me about Bobby Kelly, not to belabor the point, but is that if he was on Scorch, you'd have to tell him the show stinks so he wouldn't know. He'd do it for like a month. Dude, yeah, I'm on Scorch today, dude. He wouldn't know.
Dude, you know what? He's not O&A, but you know what, dude? He's entertaining people. What is he supposed to be, schmarmy? Should he be schmarmy like these other guys, dude? You know what?
Your goddamn Bob Kelly impression
Put
is
an
great.
H in smarmy, that dummy. Dude, he's so schmarmy.
Schmarmy.
He's entertaining.
He gets the hands going. Jimmy's impression's great.
Getting back to Scorch, Dan in Philly writes, "Oh, I swear to God, I saw these on a Hallmark card." Getting his bits from Hallmark.
He's going into the cards that all have 50 written on there and opening it up. So you're 50. Right. Gonna play pin the toupee on the bald guy? Happy birthday.
Rose are red, violets are blue. I'm over 50. How about you? It rhymes.
Rachel.
What I'm saying, all these games you can play if you're going to have a party for somebody 50 or older.
We get the bit.
If you follow my rules and follow some of these games, and you play these games, and everybody has a ball, then people are going to say to you, you know what? The parties you throw are PFG.
Wow.
Pretty
Effing
Great.
great. Not even good.
Great.
Oh my God. What happened?
What do you think of that?
That's great.
I love Scorch. Everything he does is genius.
Do you remember any more of his bits? Douche dressing was hilarious. 'cause,
Douche dressing.
like, you can only play that bit one time. for maybe 2 minutes.
Scorch he believed that the payoff was you have to get a listener to call in and, for instance, guess the meat. Like, Paulie would consistently come up with ideas like any kind of stunt to do with the stunt guy there, and Scorch would always turn it down in favor of something more like Top 10 Gyms, so you could call in with your favorite person named Jim, or Wheel of Meat.
But that keeps people involved. So
Wheel of Meat.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to do Wheel of Meat today.
Yeah, and then...
Wheel of Meat's the greatest. That sounds
Wheel of Meat, only Scorch.
He could throw. So he throws meat. You try to guess if it's a pork chop.
we had the brain cell stimulator would come on at I think 6:45 every morning, and it would be a trivia question.
Brain cell stimulator.
Yeah, and we had 3 phone lines in the studio. So off the air, this is just a joke between us guys. When all 3 phone lines would light up, Scorch every time would go, "Ooh, ookie ookie," or "Looky looky Miss Cookie."
That's what keeps you from going crazy to joke when you got a little inside jokes to laugh together.
Except it maybe once a week we got all 3 lines lit up.
3 lines.
So it was rare, but looky Miss Cookie.
Yeah.
This will probably put him in a good mood too. Like, yeah,
Right.
could go with the gas now.
You know, he just loves his life, though.
Oh,
who can fault him? He has no clue.
He is having a blast being Scorched.
Right now, he's not sitting there with a pinched nerve.
No.
Fighting with his girl.
I know.
But I came
He's
in
in a
anyway.
happy relationship, and his neck is quite fine. All the vertebrae are
Maybe
in
the pinched-
perfect
yeah,
position.
well, actually, the pinched nerve could be from fighting with your girlfriend.
Yeah, a little too
Maybe
much
you're
stress.
holding in some toxic anger.
No, it was only a very brief fight. It wasn't long.
We're not done analyzing it yet.
But you're incorrect already, so
No,
I'm not
I don't
going to
think I
make your
am
ass out of yourself.
I'll tell you, Jim swept that check last night. It was pretty expensive. We went to Red Eye Grill.
Oh, wow.
We picked it up without hesitating. It was
hey.
pretty expensive.
Jimmy's good like that.
That
taking
probably
me out
pinched
enough.
his nerve, too. I have. That's not the point.
And I know
It's true.
times are tough, so I'm take you out.
Okay, Ralph.
It's true. I put a lot of bucks in your. Well, these guys were on hiatus. I put a lot of money in your pocket.
I never denied that.
We got Scorch listeners checking in. We got to go to Paul in New Hampshire. Paul, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Scorch is unlistenable. He still does the brain cell stimulator, and all he does is basically ask questions in order for people to call in and do a show for him. I don't listen to him, but when I drive for work up here in New Hampshire, so when the afternoon drunks at BCN are out of range, I have to listen to some of the local stations. So
Right on, man. All right, thank you. Let's go.
He's probably just jealous because he didn't have one of the top 10 gyms.
Let's go to Jeff in New Hampshire. Jeff.
hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
New Hampshire is a hotbed of Opie and Anthony activity this morning.
Yes.
What's up, Jeff?
I thought you guys liked Scorch.
This is
We love Scorch,
this is what we
dude.
do to the people we love. When are you guys going to figure this out? I mean, Colin's taking a beating today. That's because we love the guy.
Scorch knows we love the guy. He's just hysterical to talk about his show. I mean, Jesus Christ, we worked with the guy, hung out with him, but we know he comes up with these ideas that are a little off the wall.
Yeah.
Do the ideas PMS?
PFG.
Yeah,
PFG.
All right, let's go to Joe in
Get
New
it
Hampshire.
right.
The guy is fun. He's just a little too crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
Scorch.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we're trying to say.
Yeah, he goes, he doesn't know when to stop. I mean, the 50-year-old birthday party was like,
That's crazy.
slow down a little.
But it's true. People like to hear about celebrities. That's actually a good tie-in.
Let's go to Joe in New Hampshire. Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, first of all, I take offense to you calling me a Scorch listener, but we'll
All right, what's up?
Well, the last guy was ready to fight.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years since he's been up here, every time you said, my boy Scorch, I wondered if you ever heard the guy's voice. He sounds like he's doing a drunk calling impression.
Hey.
Hey, be nice.
All right, punch it out.
All right, and one more, then we'll move on. Corey, New Hampshire, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I work construction up here, and we listen to 101, and they won't change the station. So every time Scorch comes on, I walk over and shut that cancer word retard off the radio.
Even during Wheel of Meat?
How can you turn
off Wheel of Meat?
I'll have you know, I talk to Scorch sometimes still, and he's emailed me and told me he has the most successful show in Manchester, New Hampshire. He's told me that.
In all of Manchester?
Yes.
All of Manchester.
Scorch is still on fire.
Good news for Colin Quinn. We got more Scorch for you.
Hey, Scorch.
Young Sam back in studio, working hard today. Young Sam, what do we got?
Well, this I went into my personal archives and found some classic Scorch from Syracuse.
Ooh, Syracuse. Was this when he was doing the Kingdom of Nakedness?
This was the Naked Militia era.
Naked Militia.
Basically, Paulie, finally his sidekick, started voicing his concerns about the fact that Scorch insisted on doing top fives every single day. To which Scorch decided the best thing to do would be to do an on-air bit where he would challenge Paulie, and Paulie would have to come up with a top 5 list, and then Scorch would come up with a top 5 list, and then we'd see whose is better. So I thought I'd bring him in, and then we could see whose is better.
Wow, this is good.
This is unbelievable.
We can participate in this then.
Yeah.
Good.
So my top list that I do, you're always, that's not funny. And I think they're funny.
The other day you did things you hear at a car wash that sounds sexual, and I've never heard one of those things at a car wash.
Go ahead, but now and you didn't like the ones I did about things you'd hear at a cook say.
Yeah, let's hear those again.
No, you go with yours first. Here's the top 5.
Because mine's not funny either.
Go ahead.
Top 5 things that a baseball announcer may say that could be construed as sexual. All right, you ready for this? Number 5, he smacked it into the gap.
That's good. Go ahead.
All right. Number 4.
Scorch is like, yeah, I know it's a competition, but I'll be fair. That's good. That's good.
Now, see, the bit here would be to make believe it's good when the whole world knows it's not.
It just
but
stinks.
Scorch really thinks this stuff is good.
Hey, it's made in the gap.
Whoa,
That's
yeah,
good.
that's
That's
a good
good.
one. That's a good
That's good. I
start.
wish I thought of that.
That was him. That's good. Go ahead.
All right. Number 4, the pitcher steps off the mound and eyes the rubber.
Good. All right. That's funny.
It's not.
Scorch is so digging this. Paulie wrote it, and it's like, this is not funny, Scorch.
See, Paulie's acknowledging that. This is Paulie's doing his impression of Scorch. Like,
Right.
look, this is not funny. Like, Paulie's not trying to be funny.
No.
But he's trying to find stuff that might be funny if it was Scorch writing it.
Right.
Okay.
And to Scorch, this is just the best shit he's ever heard.
That's the Scorch equivalent of touche.
That is hilarious. How can you say
Number
that's not
3,
funny?
he just got to first base.
That was really easy.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Number 2, the shortstop went deep in the hole.
Yeah.
And number 1, this guy hits balls deep.
See, I think good for you. That's funny. Good for you. What do you think is not funny about that?
Everything.
He's so frustrated. He couldn't believe that
That's
his tweet
funny.
wasn't
Come on.
illustrated.
Oh my God! And then
Funny stuff.
And then Scorch was forced to do his own top 5.
Yeah, one of his classic top 5s. This was top 5 things you wouldn't want to hear a chef saying at a restaurant.
You wouldn't?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, now the ones I did, top 5 things you wouldn't want to hear a cook say when they're making your food.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 5. I know it's stale. But what the hell? We'll just tell them it's toasted.
Ooh.
Number 4. You got all the dust off of that, didn't you?
Oh,
Number
true,
3.
True.
The sink is clogged. Just wash them in the toilet.
Oh,
He can't be serious.
he's right though. Those,
Wow.
he's right. Those are not things you want to hear.
Zingers. The baseball one was fucking
Way better.
gold compared to this shit.
How about the top 5 things you don't want to hear if you're a waitress? Number 5. Yes, those black customers are yours.
Number 2. Did anybody see you do that? Nah, then just throw it back on the plate and serve it.
Whoa.
And the number 1 thing that you wouldn't want to hear a cook say when they're making your food
I don't want to hear number 1.
is, hey, it's warm and salty and yellow. They'll never know the difference. Oh, that's funny.
That's that is pretty funny.
They're so long, like they don't fit like the formula.
Yeah, like his 5 weren't like they were like real things that people in the kitchen would say.
Hey, that fell on the floor. Pick it up, brush it off, put it on a plate. Maybe we can wash it. If not, we'll get a new one, fry it up, and give them a new one. But if they don't notice, then it's cool.
Exactly. It was like real stuff.
Yeah. The other guy's like,
Stop.
2 balls
Yours was
deep.
good too, though. I'm not going to say yours wasn't good. Now, if you had done yours at a different time, other than trying to prove a point, and in essence, the point you're trying to prove was really a bad point because yours was funny.
Yeah, but I don't think.
And they're not stupid. That was not stupid. That's something that a listener of our show would find that funny.
Oh my God!
He's broadcasting to the retarded.
Right, yeah, we all had the joke.
Step off the mound.
Yeah.
Scorch is a
That
class
guy's
act.
got 2 balls on him. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Hey, Well, hey, but you might want to put those fries underneath the light to keep them warm while the appetizers are finishing. Something you don't want to hear cook say when he's cooking your food. Hey, well, I got to clip a hangnail. It's hurting me when I take this off the griddle.
What?
Yeah. Not fucking funny. Damn, the price of beef's high. How am I supposed to turn a profit?